everybody. Thank you for joining me on the first episode of the Caregiver and Spoonie podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Banderas. Now, I created this podcast because I'm a caregiver and a Spoonie myself. I'm a caregiver to my beautiful wife of 5 years who unfortunately had a mental breakdown, has had a stroke. She has fibromyalgia, she has depression, anxiety, and multiple other issues. And obviously there are more issues that keep coming up. So I wanted to share this, and also because I'm a Spoonie, like I mentioned, I was diagnosed with PTSD a few years ago. I've been learning to cope with it. So I want to share my story and my wife's story, and she has given me permission, and also our struggles and how hard it is sometimes to deal with a medical condition and everything that we deal with. And I hope you can follow me on this journey because, like I mentioned, I'm gonna be sharing my story, and I think stories are powerful. That way, others can learn as well about that they're not alone, that there's actually something that could work for them, and also to support each other. Some of the topics that we're going to be talking about, it will be depression, suicide, what it's like being a Spoonie, and a wide variety of topics as well. Another thing that I wanted to do for this, that way, or another reason why I created this is because I want to create a community that can support each other, help each other, and obviously share their stories together. That way, others could get inspired, or others can see what is there that other people are trying. That way, they can try, and if it works for them, that might be great for them as well. You can always follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe. We're gonna be on Facebook. The Caregiver and Spoonie podcast and the Caregiver and Spoonie community. We have Tik ToK at the Caregiver and Spoonie, and also you can send me messages on Facebook, on my email, which is the Caregiver and Spoonie podcast at gmail.com. And all the links are gonna be listed on the description of the episode, and you can listen to us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and before I forget, this is gonna be a bi-weekly show. And also one thing that I'm gonna tell you, this is going to be a very raw, unedited, and I'm going to be to the point on all the topics that I'm gonna be talking about. And another thing before I forget, if you want to share your story anonymously, you can send it to me on an email. I can post it or share it on the podcast as well. Like I said, I want everybody to know that they're not alone, and that there are other people suffering the same struggles that you're suffering with dealing with doctors and medicine. And I'll leave you with this. I hope to hear from you. And also, if you have any feedback, you can send it, and don't forget to share, like, review, subscribe, and let's make this community grow. And I'll leave you with this: always take care of yourself.